Hello, good people. How are you guys doing today? I am just going to get set up here on my tablet. Hello, how are you? All right, let's get this volume down so that there isn't an echo. How are you all today? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. My name is Shelly Moise, and I am the owner of Noel's Garden, Bath and Body. And yesterday we made a soap. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Yesterday we made a soap. I'm going to go grab it. We made a soap called Mr. Joe Clark. Hey, Cammie, how are you? We made a soap called Mr. Joe Clark, and I'm going to bring this down. Hey, Mom, thank you for coming on in. This is the soap here. I am doing well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. Very glad to hear. Hey, Mom. Hi, the Mom Ledger. So, if you want to see the making of Mr. Joe Clark, you can just go on back to my profile, go back through and check out. It was the last broadcast that I did. Hi, the Mom Ledger. It was the last broadcast that I did yesterday. So today we're going to cut it. I'm going to bring you guys down just a little bit more. There we go. Get you in that screen. Hi, this Homespun Life. Hi, Deborah. Thank you guys for joining. Let's get that out of the shot and bring this into the shot. It is scented with a fragrance by the Chandler's Rose called Tangy. So let's see what we have inside. Hi, Miss Sealy Blue. Thank you for joining us today. Oh, I keep forgetting to tighten these wires. There we go. Keep forgetting to tighten them. So here's our end piece. Remember, this fragrance discolors a bit. So we got a little bit of a swirl. It didn't pull through quite as much as I wanted it to. Should have brought that hanger through just a little more. No, it didn't pull through as much as I wanted it to. It smells fantastic. Yes, it is unique, that's for sure. And it smells awesome. Thank you. I was hoping that Naomi would be able to catch this because I wanted to kind of discuss. The scent is called Tangy. Yes, I would consider it so. I would consider it so. Remember yesterday when we were making this, it accelerated a little bit on us. Just a little. And we used white, we used dark brown, we used green, and then the natural color. The swirling on one side, is it like a citrus fresh? No, it isn't. It's kind of warm, actually. I suspect there is a little bit of vanilla in here. Maybe that's why it discolored a bit. Because it is slightly sweet, but just sweet enough to be warm. I wouldn't call it a sweet fragrance. And then there is a tangy note, kind of at the back of it. Oh, this side is prettier. At the back of it, that comes through last. So it's it is sweet. I take that back. It is sweet. Oh, and this is just my end piece here. Let's see the top. Let me grab a bar here. I guess I should have showed you guys the top. Yep, so that was what the top looked like. Thank you for the top, and I actually still have my colors here. For the top, we use, thank you guys for joining. For all three colors, we use this dark brown. We used this green, which I just touched and got green on my fingers. We used some white, our TD, our titanium dioxide, and then on the top, we used a little bit of copper just to add a little bit more color. Yep, so that's that was our cutting. I wanted to actually thank you very much for inviting your followers and for sharing, and for all of the hearts as well. Thank you for the colors too. I just wish I had swirled a little bit more. I had run my hanger tool through it just a little bit more. But this fragrance is kind of hard to describe. And again, it's a tester. You guys know that I test fragrances for Naomi at the Chandler's Rose. I test fragrances for her. So we were testing it. So keep that in mind as you watch it. I don't like it at the, I liked it at the edge. It was unique. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. So when you watch the video of the making of it, it does accelerate. You will see that it accelerates. So just keep that in mind that I test soaps for her. There we go. I test soaps for her. So not every fragrance that you see. Hey, Naomi, I was just talking about you. That is Naomi at the Chandler's Rose. She is the one who makes these awesome fragrances that I get to test. Hello, hello. So just keep in mind that not every fragrance that I test will actually be available, because that's what we're doing. We're testing them. But if you contact her, Naomi, if you could throw up some hearts for me, throw up some hearts so that they can see you. As soon as I saw your notification, I signed on. Ha 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 ha. Well, I'm glad that you're here, because you know I'm always talking about you. It's, you know, I'm testing these for you, so I definitely want, don't forget, oh, yes, thank you. How silly of me. Let me grab a paper towel because I touched that green and now I have green on my fingers. So this is the top. That's the top. And this is the side, how it came out. And this is the other side. I wish now that I had used a bit more green to show that green a little bit more. This is another piece. Yeah, I wish I had used a little bit more green. Thank you. And the scent is nice and strong. Thank you very much. The scent is nice and strong. I used 1 ounce of oil. Thank you. Thank you. I used 1 ounce of fragrance to 36 ounces of oil. Thank you, Naomi. To 36 ounces of oil. So that 1 ounce of oil yielded me 3.4 pounds of soap. That 1 ounce of oil yielded me 3.4 pounds of soap. And the scent is, yeah, the scent is nice and strong. It's not like I'm saying, man, I should, yes, exactly. It's not like I'm saying, man, I should have used less oil. No, not at all whatsoever. Not at all whatsoever. In fact, when I gelled the soap, I put it into a box and I put the soap into my garage because it's hot in my garage. Sometimes I need to insulate, sometimes I don't. Yesterday I did not need to insulate this. That was what I wanted to tell you, Naomi. This soap, it heated up right away, and I kind of suspected, based on how it traced, I suspected that this was not going to be a soap that I wanted to insulate, so I did not insulate it, but I did monitor it throughout the day with my temperature gun, which is probably still out in the garage. I did monitor the temperature. It got up to maybe, yes, and I'll put it all in my notes that I provide you. It got up to maybe 125 or so in the middle and 122, I think, on the outside. But it heated quickly. It heated maybe like within 2 or 3 hours, which is not the norm for me. It usually takes my soaps a little bit longer. So just for that one, for you to note that it heats quickly. I did not need to insulate it at all. I just put it in a box, put it in the garage, and it did its thing. Yeah, what I normally do is I normally put my soap into a specific box that I have, and then I have a big thick towel, and I wrap it in that towel. If it's nighttime, I might wrap it in 2 towels just to get a full gel so that I don't get a partial gel. I just put it in a box and put it in the garage, and it heated completely on its own. Another thing too, when I was talking about that fragrance that I was getting ready to say, would you say then that the blend is better for hot process? No, 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 not at all whatsoever. This blend is just fine for cold or hot process. Just fine. Another thing I was gonna say too about the strength of the fragrance was that as it was in the garage going through its thing, I could pull up to the back of my house where the garage is and smell it. And then like as soon as I opened the garage door, that scent would just waft outside. So this is not a fragrance where you're going to say, oh, I need to use 1.2 ounces per pound of oils. Negative. I used 1 ounce because her bottle is a 1 ounce bottle that she sends me, and I weigh it just to be sure. Yeah. I used 1 ounce and I used 36 ounces of oil, and I yielded where am I at? 3.415 pounds of soap. That's how much I got from that little 1 ounce of fragrance. So I say that to say, you know, anybody that knows me knows that I use Naomi's fragrances pretty heavy. I use a lot of her fragrances in her line. In fact, I just ordered a whole bunch more samples to play with and to test. And I use them because they work. You already know that yes, I use them because they work. I use them because I don't have problems with them. I know what they're going to do, partially because I enjoy testing them, but testing them also gives me the opportunity to know which ones I want to order. Yay, me. So this has been the cutting of Mr. Joe Clark. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this broadcast. Do you have any questions for me? Any questions at all? Any? I know it's pretty late. Yes. I know it's pretty late. It's late for you guys. It's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon for me. I need you to try my Barbosa's apple soap. I think that it smells like high seas. Ooh. As a matter of fact, it's funny that you mentioned high seas because as I was dropping my daughter off for school today, one of her teachers stopped me and she was like, oh my God, I just love my soap. And I was like, really? Which one did you have? And she goes, I had Aloha, which is the high seas. And I was like, ooh, that is like one of my favorite fragrances. I am so glad that you like it. So absolutely, if it smells like high seas, I know people are gonna love it. Yes, exactly. And I need to get your box off as well, because I got a few soaps here with your name on it as well that I need to get out to you. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, if you guys don't have anything else for me, that's all I have. I was supposed to make some soap today, but I mismanaged and didn't realize that I was out of coconut oil. So, yeah, that didn't happen. But I don't want it to smell similar. It's okay if it does. You know how I am, I'm not one of those, I'm not that type. It's okay if it does. It's perfectly fine if it does. That does not bother me at all whatsoever. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. But just know, you know how I feel about that. That it doesn't bother me at all. And what Naomi and I are discussing is that I bought a recipe for her, and her good conscience does not want her to sell a fragrance that is similar to one that I bought from her. And what I am telling her is that that is absolutely okay with me. That is absolutely fine with me. It's just not, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. If you still want to talk about it, we can, but publicly have stated, I'm okay with that. Okay, you guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this cutting. I really want to make another soap today, but I know that it'll be super late your time. Thank you. I know it'll be super late you guys' time after I send you the soap. Okay. So I may scope it and then I may just prepare the ingredients and soap tomorrow, but we'll see either way. All right. You guys have a fantastic night. Hey, you guys say hi to that person, Shelly Ebony, that said, yay, you. Shelly Ebony, you guys say hi to her. That's my mom. I'm Shelly and my sister is Ebony. So she named her Periscope person Shelly Ebony. And she also makes fantastic soaps. She makes soaps and body creams and body butters, all kinds of wonderful goodies for the skin. Yep. Hi, Maya India. Thank you for joining. We just got finished cutting a soap I made yesterday called Mr. Joe Clark. Hi, thank you for joining. I'm so excited that you could catch me today. I'll show you. This was the top to Mr. Joe Clark. We made this yesterday. And that's the cut bar. Thank you. And there's a bit of green in there. Thank you very much, Maya India. If you guys are not following Maya India, thank you. You guys need to. You need to follow Maya India. She makes the bomb dessert-inspired body care products. The bomb. So if you're not following Maya India, you're missing out. You need to follow her. Awesome, awesome body care products. You're very welcome, and it's very deserving. I saw a post on another page that said, the post said how people feel when they go to my website. And it was a picture of somebody, I think maybe opening a pot of gold, but there was all of this light emanating from the pot. And when I saw that post, I said to myself, that is exactly how I felt when I went to my India site. That's exactly how I felt. So if you're not following her, you're missing out. Yep, you need to be following her. Okay, So you guys have a fantastic night. If I don't see you again tonight, I will definitely see you tomorrow when I make my soap. I have something really awesome in store for tomorrow's soap. We have a really cool mold that we need to check out, okay? You guys have a fantastic night. Bye.